Oberly, and I'm going to tell you about the unforgettable math class. Starting my freshman year, I was terrified. I'd watched way too many movies in junior high about high school drama. So, when I arrived at math class, I sat as close to the door as possible in case I needed to make my early escape. A sophomore boy named Dre sat next to me. This was surprisingly shocking to me, considering I figured that it would only be freshmen in my class since it was freshman math class. But apparently the sophomores all got lazy and took pre-algebra the first year, so they were all in there with us. I was extremely scared and nervous because of all of the older people in there. Upon the start of the lesson, when Miss Hull was going on and on about the syllabus and class requirements and the homework and how hard it was going to be, Dre leaned over and said, "Hey, I need a pencil." Being a freshman, I was extremely prepared for like nuclear war, so I handed him one of my many extra pencils. This happened the very next day. Actually, this happened for about 2 weeks until I finally told him that he had to remember my name if he wanted to borrow a pencil. I knew Dre was terrible with names. He was and still is awful with names. So I would watch him lean over across the aisle and ask somebody what my name was, and then write it on his hand. I guess he thought I wouldn't notice he was doing this, but I let him get away with it for a couple of weeks until I realized that he was failing math class. After I helped him with his homework, and he agreed to remember my name and a pencil, I realized that he didn't really need help with his math homework. He just wanted me to give him the answers because he was too lazy to do it. I guess he just wanted the answers and a reason to talk to me because he continued all year. He was mad at me several days of the week because I wouldn't just give him the answers to his homework. One week, he was gone, and I figured that he was just late to math class because he was often late because, for some reason, he thought he needed to go to the pop machine and get him a tea every single hour. I don't know how the boy drank that much tea. But anyways, he was gone, and I just figured he was late. After the final bell rang, I leaned over to his best friend and asked why Dre still wasn't here. Chris said he had a dentist appointment and he would be back the next day. So I settled in for an extremely long and boring math class without Dre. After about a week, I was getting worried because Dre still wasn't back. And then the very next day, he did come back, and he was so cranky, I realized that it was much more peaceful when he wasn't there. This was only one of the many memories that I have from freshman year. He also would give me worldly advice every day. Needless to say, I didn't listen to any piece of this advice because I'm sure that it would not have helped me in the long run. Upon the start of my sophomore year, Dre asked me out. We've been dating for the past 2 years. This is my happiest freshman memory. Thank you.